welcome to today's stream. The tournament starts soon. Let's just get everything set up. "25 Elven Witch." That's an interesting thing. Let's see if they're streaming at all. No, but they have quite a lot of followers. But I don't think from chess, honestly. It doesn't look like it. Nighthawk's talking a lot of game. And I don't think that they can uphold it unless they're Smurf. Okay. Let's check the field. We're 26 in terms of rating, which doesn't mean that much. It means a lot more for the people like down here and below. It means a lot because they're most likely not going to be able to get wins against any stronger players, but like people in this range and up have a chance, in my opinion. Like, even a huge blunder from a person above 1600 to a person like 1400 and below, they'll probably blunder back. You know, this guy really whining like that. It's not even that big of a deal.
What, baby? What, baby? Well, I'm removing my mustache right now. Hey, Landon, just watch him down there. You watch him. Oh, you're taking him upstairs? Hey, Landon.
Oh yeah, this was quite a game. I don't remember being that convinced that I was doing so great though at the time. Okay, yeah. So we're started now, basically. Just 2 more minutes. They were at top of the division. Okay, let's see here. 100 players. Aggressive play did... I thought aggressive play qualified. Guess not. They've lost to some FMs. Nice. So it looks like they're actually in a tilt period. At least with bullet chests, so... might not be the worst thing to get them in a time scramble. This name's sus as hell. $11,576 game grind. I'm okay. Next week I'll probably... I've beat them 3 times, but they put up fights. Okay. That would be hilarious. Okay. We have an improved Caro. Caro up a tempo. And against these very solid positions, a lot of lower rated players will just melt like butter, so. Hopefully we don't have too much of a hard time with this. We're gonna get our knight here, we're gonna get this here, put this here, castle. You know, it really just depends on how they play. Okay, yeah, so they're not putting up any resistance really. The queen here also might have been good, but the queen there actually probably was the correct move, but it doesn't really matter. This bishop, I'm looking at it, it's a little bit misplaced. I think actually it would be better here for the moment, or maybe even here, because at least if it was there, you could argue that in some variation, this could be like a poison pawn because the rook gets this activity and it could end up getting really bad. But as it stands, we're putting pressure on this pawn. He does not defend that, so we will just take that. Okay, so he goes all the way back. Logical. Okay, I'll probably go here. If push, we probably take, then just drop back. Yes, very nice. We'll just be listening to Undertale and Deltarune music for stream number 1. Later today, we'll probably switch it up to Zelda music. Very nice guy. Thanks, you too. I don't think we've played him. No. Highest? Okay, that's puzzles. I was like, wow. That's quite the discrepancy. F3, I mean, that's just a garbage move, but there's no real way to exploit it in this position. Normally, you're thinking queen here, or check, win rook somehow, but not one of those positions. We have just these clump of pieces in the center. Now, the only thing that you should keep in mind is if there was a pawn here, you'd have to keep in mind ideas of this a pawn being here being a fork, but it's not possible in this position. If he doesn't take with if he takes with the pawn, then he has an isolated pawn for the rest of the game, which is pretty good for me. If he takes with the bishop, well then I just go back and I would be happy to trade that bishop. Okay, this is a improvement to the pawn structure. I very much fancy this. Now we're pretty much ready to castle. I don't know what there is to think about. You either take like this. Yeah. Castle. I mean, we don't want to rush anything. We can just play slow, solid chess. Perhaps queen c2 is c7 is in our future to attack h2. Kinda risky. I don't necessarily think there's a reason to justify his setup and say, hey, you can have the open h-file, buddy. But it is tempting because you also get this square. But I mean, in this position, you always just have this to go back, retreat. Ember position is worse, but at least you have the open h-file, so maybe there's something. Has anybody won their games yet? A couple people have won their games. And the people who convert their games fast, it tells me one of two things. Either their opponent played very bad, or they're the type of player to disrespect their opponent's rating and play some garbage, and they get rewarded for it. Because that's the thing about playing garbage, you often get rewarded for it. Okay, so rook here and here is probably in our future. Okay, first things first, before anything, we're just going to do this. In the event of h4, you know, it's like, I don't know. h4, I guess we just start off by doing this, probably. Before anything else. But then, I mean, do I really want to trade? That's the question. I mean, I'll be up a pawn in that position, and then there's obviously ideas of this check. Okay, so he goes for it, so I think we should do this line. Okay, check. Okay. Now this is interesting. My mind is saying this to threaten something like this. But my mind is also a little bit worried about this. So I think we should just nip this attack like this. and say, hey, you don't really have anything here. If you take, then I will be happy, because this G file that you are going to get, I don't think is as dangerous as the H file potentially opening up, which might just be a misjudgment, but who knows. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, tread in this. Take. Not sure we ever really want to take. I don't know. I have to think about that. If he gives it to us, last move he obviously was not, because he was attacking our bishop, or as some people would say, he was developing with tempo. But he can't castle. His king's a little bit awkward. I think that this position is very promising, and I think the only reason why our opponent's surviving so long is because they're taking a lot of their own time. There might even be ideas to just sack the A-pawn in this position, just to immediately go rook here, but I think it's probably even stronger to get this C-pawn here. And I mean, okay, you could try to prevent a plan like that with B4, but I think at that point we're probably doing more harm than good. Okay, that's an interesting move. I think I'll just retreat like this. It's a little bit passive, but I don't think that there's really anything wrong with this move. We could say, oh, my dark squares are a bit weak, you know, as, you know, if I ever have to push this is a massive concession. Which, you're not wrong, but this bishop is not going to stay on this diagonal forever. Like, it's not going to have a home here. Because, like, even if you found a way to protect this square, I'm just going to kick you out, and your bishop's going to have to go to a less friendly diagonal. And my opponent's bishop that he has is his bad bishop. Okay, so there's two options. I could also entertain the idea of going here. Which I don't think is the worst idea. But if I just to push again, actually, and just take here. Because since this king is the only guard of it, that's just bad. Okay. Okay, and I think that was a blunder by my opponent. Attacking here. Okay, going here, attacking this point. Okay, that just hangs this, unless I'm mistaken. I don't believe I am. Okay, I'm gonna go here. And I want to pressure this point. That's probably the next course of action. Also with my queen there, but okay, we're not going to be able to go there immediately. How do I want to approach this? I could contemplate going here. if I did is to go here, which I really like. But here immediately there's this. No, there's not that. The bishop is pinning. What am I talking about? So yeah, I say let's go there. I think it's a very interesting move. If he did have that, that would be a nice, maybe tactical defense, but he doesn't. But even there, like, I mean, we're pretty much just up a rook, so it's kind of like, eh. Okay, that does not help at all. Yeah, I feel bad about that taking so long, but it really didn't. I mean, we hardly had to use any of our time. It was more just him stalling. We have a spam bot. Do not buy followers from whatever store that is. That is spam. Okay. GG. I did not see the either there. Okay, they won their first game too. Let's take a look at their game. I'm interested in what their latest game looks like. They're also in the champion division. Nice. Okay, so they had a bit of a tougher opponent. They had 1500, so not a joke. 96. Ooh, he played a brilliant move. Let's see. Okay, let's look at it from his perspective. Is that the Greek gift sacrifice? Yeah. And then he resigned. Because he just calculated correctly that he did not have enough compensation for being down a queen and a piece. Nice game. It was in the balance for a while till, what move was that? Move 17, which is, it's a 1900, not bad. Okay, we can also take a look at our game against this guy. He definitely didn't put up the strongest resistance. I probably misplayed. I probably played like an inaccuracy or two, but we'll see. It's important to look at your games after if you have the time. See where you made a mistake. I hope that we just had a pretty clean game. But yeah, okay, this was one of our against higher rated players. I'm okay having a bit of a turbulent game, but against these players, I really. Okay, yeah, we had an advantage, and we pretty much never let that go. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent was thinking with this move. It seems pretty obvious that like, this is a very easy to find tactical pattern. And actually, it's funny, he provoked me into playing h5, and that's what killed him. The move he provoked. Jigglypuff. He's got a tough first pairing. That's always rough. He's just out in exchange, so I'll probably just go for the trade here, right? Because the rook is protecting, so this is fine. It just looks like the simplest and probably cleanest conversion, but there's probably other options. Because the pawn structure is just too bad to even say that this is survivable whenever it's... Okay. Didn't go for the simplicity route that I was thinking. Yeah, they could just take that. I know what happened here. The 1600 saw, like, this pin, but they misunderstood that, like, there is no rook takes here. But they've corrected their thinking. That's good. And this position is just so good, it's hard for trying to think. I guess this might be going in the wrong direction. So I'd probably just go here. I mean, I know. Queen tray, boring, blah blah blah, positional chess. But it makes a lot of sense. To me, at least. But I guess then you might be worried about G6, but G6 is such a concession on its own already. Okay, I think White's strategy is actually not to play the best move here. I think they're just trying to flag at this point. And honestly, they're low enough on time that he could consider just taking the rook, and he'd still be winning, but yeah, taking the pawn is definitely cleaner. Yeah, this is where, like, if my position's this bad, like, might as well just do something ridiculous like this. Oh, he doesn't even notice his queen's hanging. This is bad. Okay. Didn't think too long on that. Resignation. Black plays on to the end. Maybe. Okay, hanging everything. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. That's even better. I think White was just trolling a little bit. Okay, it's very hard to stalemate in this position. Now I just say go here and here. Okay, well, I'll modify that to this. Yeah, if you don't really... Okay, check. Okay, he has no interest in actually checkmating his opponent. Okay, it's made in 2. Yeah. Okay, I think that was the final game, or we have like some insane like 0.2 time scramble. Okay, we've actually seen this guy before, but we haven't played against them. This will be a very nice win if we can swing it. We'll see what they play. Okay, Queen's Gambit declined. So let's think about this. Do we want to do this? Okay, I think we'll just go here. Our position is probably not the best, but it's manageable. Okay, I'm gonna defend like this now. I don't think we're following theory anymore. Maybe this was theory. I'm not sure this was theory. But, you know, I'm just planning on getting this castling. You know, just get a very solid position against this 2000. Because, as strange as it sounds, I think people who played the Queen's Gambit are often more positional players. I'd like to induce this move.
What? Okay, I'll be there.
Okay, that's a bit annoying. Castles. My main critique of my play is I feel like I'm playing this just a little bit too passively. Okay. Yeah, I wish my pawn wasn't here, but whatever. Maybe I want to play with the damaged pawn structure. Just say, hey, this is going to keep the knights out, so I'm protect these squares. And maybe if I remove this defender, I have like a legitimate sacrifice over here. It's very speculative, though. But I think for this sack to work, I need to remove at least one defender. One defender removed, you know, and then maybe I could get some venom here. And maybe there could be some rook lift ideas, but considering h6 has been played, it's much harder. Okay, so I think he's calculating the sacrifice. I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't think it's that worrisome right now. Okay, so we're attacking this point. I feel like he's probably going to take that. He's probably going to take that and then follow it up with this. This battery doesn't really scare anyone at the moment. I mean, we're defending it, and even if we weren't, we just slide over. Because it's facing this way. Now, if it was reversed the other way, we can't just slide over. We have to go this way and just pray. Yeah, I thought he was going to do that. Now the question is, do we have anything if we sack here? My thing is we might, because the most natural move is to defend this way, right? I think I'm going to try it. I know it's stupidly risky, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. I mean, if I were him, I'd be like, so what? And I just take it automatically, because the prospect of not taking it actually looks, at least optically to me, worse than just taking it, no questions asked. Because if you don't take it, then I can sack on g2, and then, you know, queen g4 check becomes a real pain in the side, because the knight is, like, the MVP defender there. flow, and the shadows start to glow, and the people that you know feel like fantasy. It's a light inside your soul, still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in your heart. It's taking a while on this move. Which the longer he thinks, the more I'm thinking he might not take back. Or maybe just calculating the ramifications and like the issues with each one and like what his best defense is. He's spending a lot more time than I would have thought. But I find this to be a risky strategy for him, though, him spending all of his time now. I think you just have to decide, am I going to take it, am I not? Okay, taking it looks a little sus. Not taking it looks worse. Take, and then we'll figure the rest out, and I'll use my time whenever I can actually see it on the board. But some people are better at that visualizing in the head stuff, which, I mean, I'm okay at. I can play blindfolded chess. I just think it's a lot easier if you can see it on the board. Maybe he's worried after this position of the immediate queen g4 if he doesn't play bishop back. I'm not sure the sacrifice is good, but I definitely think that it's very interesting. It's very dynamic. It'd be funny if there's like a mate in 5 that he sees that like just completely went over my head, and he's just waiting till the last seconds to play it. Okay, so his knight's under attack. Okay, he decides to go there. Okay, so I can overwhelm him with this, I think. Yeah, I think this is the move. Here, and now I'm threatening this because he decided to defend this way, and, you know, that has very clear implications of getting for this. You should probably see the pin, but it's like, how do you deal with it even if you do see it? Guess this could delay for a little bit, I guess. And I mean, he has leverage. If he needs to, like, sack something, he can, because I've already sacked a piece, but I got 2 pawns for it, so it's not as much leverage as you think. Like, if he sacks, he has to sack for something. Oh, that's clever defense. Here, he has this, right? So let's go here, just play one of those quiet moves, setting this back up. Oh, this is getting bad. Okay, can I sack this? Here, if takes, I get this. Okay, I want to go here. Just get ready to sack some more material. Okay.
I know. We're gonna give it to him.
Go here. Man, our position is falling apart very quickly, but at least we get this.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Okay, I'm attacking here. Check. Okay, let's attack here. Ooh, that's a very bold move by my opponent.
Ow! Stop! Oh my god!
Yes? Not right now. Not right now. Yes. Okay, can I go here? Okay, our rook is a bit awkward. But that's okay.
Let me get a shirt on at least.
Okay, this looks good. Very awkward choices for our opponent. This is very difficult to pre-move, I think. Okay, I think activity trumps all. Okay, my rook, though, is doing a great job with defense, is the only thing. Both of these rooks are. So I'm going to go here. That's a great move by my opponent. Okay, I'm attacking this. Okay, I think I can go here safely. Threatening. What am I threatening? Check. Oh, this position is so difficult to play. Okay, let's go here. Great defense by our opponent. Okay, so he's attacking that point with a dread of a fork. Okay. Check. Let's go here. Okay. Okay. Oh no. I won on time, but that was completely lost. GG. Wow. That was crazy. My last move of the game was a blunder. Wow. Let's hit him with a thumbs up. That's very frustrating for him, I bet. I'd be very frustrated. Crazy game. But you can't get that low on time, is the thing. If he had more time and I blundered the same thing, then he would have won. Though you could say the position would have been very different, and maybe I would have had a much better position in a much faster amount of time, so... Might gotta draw by insufficient material. Okay. Let's go here. Is this a Samish? No. Actually, I think it's Samish, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, I think the move here is to castle. Okay, very interesting move. I think I'm just gonna go here. Attack this point. If he takes, I think we just take. I mean, you can't really go here because then you lose your rook. I mean, you could try sacking the exchange against a lower rated player. It's not that crazy, but... Okay, I could try this, but it doesn't work. What if I went here and he pre-moved something silly? I think we can just go back. Go back, maybe prepare this, maybe not. Yeah, I guess here just g4 makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Did you kick this knight out at some point? I mean, we don't need to respond to this right away. Yeah, and he decides to go there, but after I go here, damage pawn structure, but I think my attack ends up becoming really good. Could be wrong, I have to calculate a little bit here. I mean, his idea is clearly to just go here and blow me off the board. But, I mean, we got defenses to that, so, So my instinct is saying h4, h5. And if he wants this pawn, by all means, go ahead. I'm just think it's a little too slow. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Get ready to blow this board wide open. I'm probably gonna develop my bishop here. Okay, takes is very logical. Okay, now I'm gonna go here. And our position is looking pretty promising. I mean, we're currently down a pawn, but there's definitely potential for attack. He takes there, really interesting. Didn't even see that you could take there, to be honest. First thing I noticed, though, is his back rank is weak. So, if I check here, he takes. I take here. Take here. Where does he go? Here? Just up 2 pieces, comfortable? Okay. I'm gonna try something very risky. I'm gonna sack the exchange. Attacking here. But more importantly, I'm eyeing this check. Because I think if our queen gets h2, it's basically GG. So check. Oh, he moves like that. Interesting. Such cowardice. Okay. Huh. I think we sacked too much. I'm thinking here. Okay, well, I mean, we have to take something. So, here, we're protecting this point. We're threatening checkmate. They definitely see this checkmate. Okay. Question is, can we go here? And if we can, what are we threatening? I feel like we have to go here. Can't take. And I want to get my pieces routed this way. He has leverage, though, because we did sack an exchange, so...
Let me see, please. No, you're not. They all like
Yeah, I was thinking he might try that. Okay, but the problem I thought with this move was I thought there was this. Check. Takes. Check. And we're just winning a pawn. Okay, he only has one legal move, but he's thinking, of course. Okay, check here. Okay, this is free. And if we can stop this pawn successfully, then we can at the very least equalize. Okay. And now we're just gonna head and gobble these pawns. Okay, we go here. Can you take that pawn? That's fine. Okay, so if he tries to bring his king forward this way, then that's just easily winning. Okay. I want to create some weaknesses over here. Okay, I want to trade these pawns. And once I get this here, this should be pretty straightforward to draw. This was a crazy game, though. Pretty sure this is just a draw. Because anytime he moves down, we just go up. Okay, so he decides to do it like this. It's fine. Just go back. Okay, we're threatening a fork. Check. Check. I mean, if he doesn't want to draw, I will try to flag him. Because it is no secret, this position is much easier for white to play than black. Okay. It's back to a draw. Okay, and that's it. Okay. Man, that was intense. We could have won that game if we had more time. Ugh, that was intense. Good start to the tournament, though. That was a time scramble. Thank you. My mom's coming in, giving me waters. Oh, this guy. Okay. He's also 2.5. Let's play the bird. I don't want these people feeling too comfortable. Okay. Far, far in the future. Okay, we're both playing pretty normally so far, other than the fact that this is a bird, which, you know, neither here nor there. Huh? Can you not? Okay, do that, because I'll try to do it after this game. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we just take like this. I feel like that was a position where he deliberately did not play the best move just to get a baseline for how well I know my bird. So yeah, a higher rated players sometimes do that. They do check for baseline. And if I took back with the pawn, then, or if I even thought about it, then that shows me that I shouldn't be playing this opening. This guy's good though. I've seen a couple of his games. He's pretty decent. He's probably gonna play this if I had to guess. After that, we do have to figure out what we're gonna play. Well, the problem with that move is I guess that it hangs at this. So it is a bit of a sacrifice. Do I want to take here? Here's the obvious next move. Then I just gotta drop back. Can I don't believe you. I believe you're bluffing. Yeah, that was expected. Okay, I go here. Okay, if I go here, do I have to worry about this? I feel like a more subtle approach is probably better here. Like, let's just go here, threatening this in the future. Okay. Now let's just prevent castling. Very dangerous position, but I am up a pawn. I am up a pawn, but I don't have the compensation. Not yet, anyway. Okay. So he's attacking there. Which is interesting. Because we could take... Okay, if I go here, then we're locking in our own queen, so we can't do that. But if we can't do that, how do we defend? Not sure we can. So first thing is first. Let's make him not castle. He's gonna play this, I believe. I guess he could also go here because there's not as much pressure on this point. He goes that way. Okay. This game is really going in the wrong direction. Part of me feels like I want to sack to get him to go here, but I don't think he's even gonna allow me that. Okay. I think we have to accept that that's gonna come. And the way we're gonna claim being ready for it is by going here. The idea being, my rook here is actually kind of in the way, and I need to be able to run my king back towards the center, because this flank is clearly not safe anymore. Him winning back pawn is not the biggest deal in the world. That's not really what's taken my time. You know, if you're up a pawn, you lose a pawn, whatever. That's not the big deal. The big deal is it going to compromise my king's safety? Which is why I'm freaking out a little bit. The only thing is, if he takes, and he doesn't have the luxury of taking back the knight with the knight, then here, there might be this idea. And it's no mate threat, because that's covered. Okay. So yeah, obviously we can't go this way, because then that's just devastating, but... Heck, it still might be devastating even in this position, but...
First, hold out your soul. Good. Now, hold still.
No, actually this pawn currently isn't free even if I could go there, because there'd always be this move. Good observation. I could bait him forward somehow with this. That'd be wonderful. Okay, so if that move, I'm pretty sure our only move is this. Yeah, there's not much to think about here. Okay, now we have to be extremely cautious, because anywhere this knight moves is threatening to pick up the queen. So we're going to prevent that. I also don't want any rook check shenanigans. My position is so underwhelming. Okay, he didn't just hang his knight, did he? Okay, if I take and he checks me here, then what? I don't see it, so I'm not going to spend my time fretting over something I just don't see, because I'm not going to see it. Oh, it attacks the rook too. But this is 2 pieces for the rook, so... Okay, if I can't go here, so if I go here, then this, I guess, is just devastating. Is it though? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what I have to do. It's not what I want to do. Just to be clear. This is the last thing from what I want, but... Okay, rook here. Oh no. Force mate? Actually, not quite. Not quite. But I can't take back the rook, which is... You know... now it might be force mate. Okay, so if I go here... It just goes down. So here is the most resilient, and that loses to this, right? Brilliant game by my opponent. Okay, go here. Can't even do that. Wow. Guess I go here. It's all I really can do. And now he's just gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not that surprising. Okay, I gotta do something real quick, so be right back. So that game, well, it ended in a disappointing way. I want to check his accuracy. This guy's played in a lot of these, so don't take that as me thinking he's cheating or anything. Yeah, 89. That's reasonable. I didn't play the best. Wonder if there was any. No, he was just always better. Yeah, that move really was something special, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I was just never better. Sometimes games like that happen. Okay. Very annoying how it does this. My rating hasn't plummeted yet, though. Pre-move monster. I've actually played them before. Yeah, we haven't won against them. I was in the Sicilian. I think it was in one of the nighttime tournaments. I can actually see if my memory is correct here. Because if it was a nighttime tournament, it would be a multiple of 3. Okay. Let's click on the tournament. It's Qualifier 9, yes. Our rating was very low back then. Josh Price did not recover from the loss. Actually, no, he must have recovered from the loss. And now he is going to lose on time again. He needs to work on his bullet. There's just no way. We can start trolling now. Jaws Price. He's having a tough tournament. He's a passionate chess coach. I can beat you, so I would not get resurfaces, but I respect the hustle. Okay, round 5. 20 people have dropped off. Okay. Polish Shark. We had a completely winning position against him last time we played. So he's definitely capable of making blunders. Okay, let's just play solid. I was thinking of attacking the pawn, but yeah. Let's go here. Just... so he decides to do that. Okay, I don't want that bishop on the board. I don't think it's all that weakening here, honestly. But he's asking me, like, how bad do you really want that bishop? I don't know if I want it g5 bad. Oh my god, he's threatening g4 himself. That's ridiculous. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Actually in a very bad position. Okay, I just have to admit that move was a mistake and move on. Sometimes it'll be like that. We just gotta own up to your mistake and hope that they forgive you. Okay. Okay, we're doing some funny stuff this game, that's for sure. I still want that bishop. But I don't know if I want to castle kingside. I might want to just put my king on like f7. Okay, goes g4 now. Very aggressive, I must say. Okay, but now that he's played g4, we have the option of going here. And calling his bluff. I feel like this is a very good, solid approach. I mean, now tree 2, so... I'm gonna go here, attack like this. This is one of the most ridiculous games I've ever played against a high-rated player. Okay, I'm getting ready to take now. My god. He's probably just thinking there's something not right with this guy. And I don't blame him if he's thinking that. And to be clear, not like in a good way, not like a... This seems very bot-esque, because it doesn't. It seems very like... Is my opponent really 1800? You sure? I think we might have been misreading some numbers. Okay, if I could get... okay. Take. Okay, oh, and here seems like a fancy idea. Just attack here. If this check, then we're guaranteed to win a pawn at the end of the line. Our position might be falling apart, but we're guaranteed that pawn, which is the only thing I care about. Okay. I think he should defend the pawn, though, because if he doesn't, then, like, this becomes very powerful. And, like, it's just like, why are you allowing any of this? If we win this game, I know that my opponent messed up majorly somewhere, because just look at how ridiculous this position is. Our knight is dead. Our bishops, like, have almost no play. These pieces look oddly smart. Like, I somehow justified a very dumb setup by my opponent. Okay, let's go here. Let's try to provoke a weakness. And this doesn't work, I don't think, because here, 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 we want a rook at the end of the line. We're not really thinking about taking here, just that bishop's way too strong to justify that ever. I mean, we really only have one move. You have to play this. I guess he's just worried about playing it. But whenever you have to play something, it's like, why even worry? Well, okay, I guess here his concern is that I take here immediately. And then if here, here, takes here, and the rook suddenly suddenly my position makes sense. Oh. Wow. He disliked the prospect so much, he's giving up an exchange. And not immediately taking back for some reason. These players, I'll tell you what. Some of them play wacky. I guess he's considering this here. Here. Is he not planning to take back at all? Wait a second, let's calculate. Check. First of all, I don't even have to take that. Let's say I go here. I drop the pawn. Okay, I can't do that. So takes. Okay, check. He wants that check. But is this check dangerous? Check, I just go back. But he can take. Oh, he's got a good point there. Okay, I gotta calculate. Here, check. Here. And I think if you run out of steam, so let's go here. And remember, this bishop can perish. It's done. It's done its job. It's gotten us a full rook. So, I mean, if that bishop dies, you know, it died working valiantly. Yeah, it's the only move that I thought made any sense whatsoever. Okay. Go here. What's your point? Yeah, boss, but here's the deal. I don't care about that bishop. Okay, maybe I care about the bishop. I didn't see that. He doesn't need to rush with taking anything. After all is said and done, I think he's going to be up a piece. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, he decides to do that. But can't I go here? I think we're doing okay, actually. This game is just hot garbage. Not chess, just this game of chess has been absolute hot garbage. He's up 2, but actually I think it pretty much equalizes out because this bishop's gonna die. So. Okay, so he's setting up a little trap for me. If I took the wrong way there, that would have been really bad. Okay, so we'll attack like this. Oh, this tricky little thing. He wants this. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's go here. X-raying this. What on earth was this game? Okay, worst move is probably this. So he's not gonna play that. Where did you go, though? If best option is to take, then we're lost. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take. Yeah, he checks. Very predictable. No way to defend that pawn, huh? Well, okay, we can at least lose it gracefully. I think this is winning. Okay, just need to push that pawn a little bit further. Okay, and actually, I could have pushed last move. Okay, just push. Here. This game went really wrong, but somehow we've pretty much saved it, I think. Yeah? Okay. And resignation. GG. Have no idea how that happened. That was a horrible game. That was really bad. But we did it. Not too proud of that one. That was hardly clean. There's still people who won 5 out of 5. Wow. Christian's doing better than I am. Yeah, I'm 21 out of 82. But I am proud of myself as we have won some difficult games. We beat a 2000 and 1900. We lost to like a 2000, but we also drew. This is going to end by a flag, sadly. They got into a drawn position, though. They should be proud of that. Stuff. 2100. You guys are ridiculous. Go here and back up this way. Yeah, and we'll get our knight this way. Push. There's a lot of play in this position. I mean, Bishop in these lines usually wants to go here, but I'm not sure that you should in this position because it could just be a target. I'll go here. Get ready to maybe push here. I also don't want this knight to be taken and destroy my pawn structure, so... Okay. If he wants to do this, he can, I guess. To go back or to go here, though? That's the question. Okay, I'll go here. Back this point. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just figure it out. Thinking maybe this. It does allow a pass pawn though, so it's like, I don't know. My position is not as good as it was a couple moves ago. I played a little inaccurate, I know that for sure. But I mean, there's some venom for both sides. Potentially. Right now, you only see Black's venom, but it's whatever. This is still really good, though, because it's the morning. Usually, like, whenever I'm pretty groggy and all that, and I have played some... Like, we're on round 5, and we're currently on a rating surplus. No, round 6 with a rating surplus of 25. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Attacking this point. Okay, I want to get rid of one of the defenders here. I think if he takes, we don't take back. I think we take here and then probably go back. But I really would like to remove one of the defenders, of course. I'm trying to think of the ways he could play this. I mean, takes is definitely an option. Taking first? Take here. Here. No, I think if here, we can't take back immediately. Because then we'd lose this knight. So that force... Ah, man, yeah, that forces probably him into a better endgame, eh? That's not that good. This last move was probably highly inaccurate. We're attacking here. Okay, we can go here. Ah, but maybe they want this. That looks very powerful. Yeah, this is probably the best move. And then I have to back up and just be like, I'm down a pawn, and I don't have control over the g-file, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Meanwhile, I'm dying inside, Oh! Okay. Okay, but maybe we have some ideas of this. If I were him, I'd go here. It looks like I'm blundering a tactic here, I'm not. This blunders a rook. This also blunders a rook. This also blunders a rook. My piece placements are very unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I don't want the tension between the pawns. It may be the slowest down of the attack. I'm definitely losing, though. Yes, why are we paused? Okay. Sacking might be best option. Because this move does not work. Sadly, it's come to this. Oh, and that's just me. Yep, it happens. It happens. Okay, let's spectate his game. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty okay. I'm not unhappy, though. It's not like we've been getting our wins from low-rated players, which is sometimes how it goes. So far, our wins have been from pretty high-rated players, so... I mean, a loss is just gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna be able to beat a 2100 every game. I think that I do have games, though, where I have shown that I'm pretty strong. If the right circumstances do occur. Like, we won against, like, a 2000 with, like, probably a very dubious bishop sacrifice. And in an opening that I was really uncomfortable with, that went completely wrong. No, but I definitely have a lot of room for improvement and growth. I know that, and I've been trying very very hard. It was funny, my cousin actually the other day, since I told him I was planning on playing on all of these, he was like, if you play in all of these and you don't qualify, I won't be mad at you, but I'll be mad for you. And I'm like, thanks. Okay, opposite color bishops, this is probably a draw. Which actually, if he draws this game and loses his next game, assuming that I win my next game, we could be pit up against each other. Our last game did not go very well. If you can watch that on the streams. Our YouTube channel, by the way, is PrinceNightlen. You can find us there, and if you ever are curious about how the past qualifiers went, you can check out the channel there, where I plan to post all of these, and I'm going to be recording during the weekend. Yes, that is 12 hours. Well, no, that would be like 18 hours of content, or it could be close to 12. It's more close to 12. Let's just round it up to 12. 24 hours of content in 48 hours. I know, crazy. Because each of these is 3 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm just rounding up. Okay, this should be pretty easy to hold. Yeah, just get all of our pawns and light squares. I approve. Might want to get our king to, like, I don't know, harass the pawns, maybe. Attacking here, very simple solution. Okay, the king starts running this way. It's very hard to mess these up. Most of the time. Low time situation, though, he might flag. Okay, very aggressive by black. But honestly, it's not even that aggressive. What he's trying to do is just trade down a pair of pawns, I think. Yeah, just here, and you basically can call it a day. Okay. Move also works. It's not threatening anything, it's just being annoying. The rook's on the board. If Christian wants to win this, which I don't know how much he wants to win this. I mean, he is playing a lower rated player. He needs to find a way to keep the rooks on the board. That's the main thing. I mean, there is a possibility for attack this way from black, so you do have to be a little mindful of that, because the king is blockading those squares right now, so. Okay. Move makes a lot of sense. If you trade, then you fix one of her opponent's pawns to the light squares. Check. Okay. I'm not sure leading with the king is the right approach here, but I do like the idea. We're attacking here, which it's not really... You might not even be able to defend that at all, so... Yeah. Okay, it's getting to the point where he needs to defend more precisely. But he has 3 minutes, he should be able to do it. Okay. If you don't need to spend time on this, just check. We're gonna check him again. Okay, now if you just push. Okay, take. Go here. Okay, that also works. Being flashy. His opponent has this. Christian is white pieces, right? No, don't cellmate. Don't cellmate. We gotta go here. Yeah. There was a cellmate trap like there at the end. Okay, so he actually lost that game. I'm surprised. Christian usually holds better than that against low-rated players, aka me. I can't even excuse this play for a low time. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a draw by the 50 move rule probably, unless something horribly wrong happens. He was trying to get a trade in. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Oh, and they're both not accepting rook trades? Okay. Yeah. I know aggressive play that you wanted to win that, but rook versus rook is a draw. You guys... I hate it because, like, I've done it too, but you have to have at least some reason to do it. Like a 1900 versus like a 2100. In most circumstances, there's like no shot they just hang their rook. Playmax is very good. We've beat this guy and he's beat us before. Yeah, we spar, and this person just can't get a win against us. But they did get a draw. They did get a draw from us recently. Because I misplayed the fantasy variation. Oh yeah, I remember this game. This was whenever we were super tilted. And like, somehow he just blundered everything. Yeah, so this was the draw. He wouldn't have been able to beat me, like, versus, Bishop anyway, but... Yeah, okay. Jigglypuff. I mean, it's very logical, just trying to win the rook. Okay, so me and Christian might end up, sparring again. Check. Okay, Jigglypuff got it. Nice. I think Black's actually gonna lose this on time somehow. Yeah. Push. I don't even care, it's the wrong move. Draw by repetition. Wow. No. You should have pushed for more. They would have never checkmated you with the rook in 4 seconds. No profile picture. Another 2,000! Okay, wow. I mean, I realize if you end up getting into the play-in phase, you need to be able to deal with these high-rated players. Just, it's like, overwhelming me. On the bright side, if we lose, our rating's not really gonna suffer all that much. 3.5. So their latest game was a draw, so they lost much earlier in the tournament. Okay. Standings. Does anybody have 7? No. He's taking a full minute, okay. But some of these guys are really fast, and it doesn't matter because they'll beat you in like 2 seconds, so. I mean, if he doesn't want to show up to the board too, I'm not going to complain, just it's a bit boring for the audience. And I'd rather my 4.5 come from a tough fight. 77, so people are dropping like flies, and also that probably increases where I... No, it doesn't increase where I am in standing. It's actually lowered. Guess a lot of people had good last games. Oh, that was him? Ooh, okay, against the 1600, he might be tilted. He's been losing to some actually pretty low-rated players in comparison to him. They're not low-rated, just in comparison to him, they're low-rated. So he might have just left. I'm not saying he did, I'm just saying it's possible. Because the last thing you do after you draw somebody based on... After you draw somebody based off basically losing on time, because just to clarify, he was black there, yeah. You don't waste time the next game unless you're just not going to show up. Which, I mean, plus 13 ain't bad, but... I mean, you know, I like that fighting chess. But I get it, it's frustrating, and honestly, if I wasn't, like, recording all of these, like, at some point, I might just withdraw, like, once you realize it's not gonna happen. But I think that experience, if you can tough out that experience, the mental resilience that you get from that is worth something. And the people that you know... I mean, either way, I'm kind of just 4.5. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, you know, this point doesn't really count. No, if your opponent just refuses to play, you still get the point. And he's not good at bullet at all, so... Yeah, 1500 is like my rating in bullet, so... The fact this keeps on happening, though, is a bit ridiculous. They should be penalized, because you can drop out. There's many people that you can see that have dropped out, so... Okay. Is Christian still playing? I don't see him here. We've played them before, too. Played Miss Hurricane. I kind of sound salty, though, about complaining about being a 2000 if they aren't going to show up. I would spectate other games, but I just don't know if that's allowed, because if it does pull up the analysis bar, I could see how some people could argue that's a bit bad. Like, I know in Over the Board tournaments you're allowed to get up and look at other games going on, just I don't know. Yeah, this guy's probably not showing up. That's okay, I mean, hey, free rating points, free point. Works out, I guess. And we're not that far behind the people. You know, if we could just get, like, 1 or 2 less losses in these, we'd easily be, first. If it says that he auto-resigns, like, after his entire time runs out, I'm gonna be like, that's some bull. That is some bull. Standings 5.5. I'll just watch, because if he's not going to show up anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the fact that you can see lines here is bad in case there's somebody. Like, if you're still in game, I think these things should be turned off. Just because theoretically somebody might be playing the same line. I'm not saying it's all that likely, but it is possible. And you could keep on switching back and forth to see Stockfish's top recommendation, which would be unethical. People are gonna be like, if you play like a bot, you beat a 2000 in one move. The move, F4. Could you imagine being so pathetic as to see F4 on the board and not play and be like, I'm gonna beat this punk? Because that's what I think in my head. I also think partially like this is gonna be very embarrassing if I don't end up winning. Yeah, these 2000 salty AF, bro. I mean, I get salty sometimes whenever I lose against a low-rated player, but, like, I get over it. You know, I'm like, I should have played better. Unless, like, if I think that they were cheating, then I might take some of that salt into the next game, and it's just something that I think everybody needs to work on, because if you feel like you've been gypped, then obviously it's a lot easier to be angry about it. It's just, like, come on, man, grow up. Well, even if he comes back now, 1 minute to 9, it's just not feasible. Without increment. If there was like 10-second increment, there's many people who could get that back and actually have more time than I would. But you know, that's aggressive play. They're doing well. These people are doing well. I think Christian might have pulled out. Let's see, Josh Price. Looks like he's got himself in a bit of a situation. Ah, well, you know, there is possibility of, like, some smothered mate, but not in this position. The queen currently covers that square, but it is possible. Oh, but does that trade benefit? I feel like that actually might benefit black, because I feel like even though we're up a pawn, we're letting them untangle, yeah. Okay, but we're quickly gonna infiltrate, right? Rook d2. Rook d2 with the idea of going f1 in the future. Trading to me doesn't make a lot of sense. This person, by the way, is getting reported. I don't care that I get, like, a full point from them. I do need that experience and that practice, even if it means I lose a couple more games. I value the experience over just the point itself. Okay, report. I'm not gonna block him, though. I've usually blocked people like this, but considering he's a verified player, there's some value. Like, if we play more tournaments, I don't know if that would theoretically mess up the pairings, so... On the off chance it might, I'm not gonna block him. Yeah, this looks like it's going wrong. I mean, there's ideas of this, here, mate. I mean, I don't know. The point is, they have ideas. White has ideas. This pawn seems very strong. Okay, I really didn't like that move. Didn't think it was losing, but it was like, I don't know. Yeah, probably just rook here and we're fine. But rook here is a bit passive. So maybe that's not the line. Yeah, okay. This is what I thought. That's apparently not the best move, but it's what I thought. Okay, immediately going for the trade. This is stupid. Like, this 1800 should lose 400 rating points for playing that move. And I know it's just one game. It's not like a microcosm of, like, them as a player in total. But anybody should be able to see that this queen is just going to escort this pawn to the back very quickly. And there was no reason to play it. Like, the only argument I could see for even playing that move is Josh seems like a pretty slow player, and for the 2000s, from what I've seen, just in our game, I think that maybe he's a bit overrated, because I felt like I was playing more like a 1600. It's funny, the bar at the end is going to be completely in his favor, but... And I know you can't judge somebody off one game, that's just ridiculous, but it's just... Yeah, he played some great moves in this endgame because he had to defend, and I blundered, but then he lost some time. Yeah, I shouldn't have defended pawn like that there. What should I have done here? Let's see. Try an opportunity to kick an enemy piece. Hint. Ah, that's very good. That's very good. Yeah, that would have been a cleaner finish. Yeah, this sack is ludicrous. Yeah, I had a feeling probably it was ludicrous. But he let me get... Ooh, this is a blunder. This? Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Next. It just wants the second, yeah. A4, A5 immediately, yeah. Yep, next. Try. Okay, summary. Yeah, that could have been a lot better, but, you know, it happens. A win is a win. Archive. This isn't even the first time people have cowered from the bird, which is just ridiculous, honestly. Yeah, this endgame, by the way, at a certain point, this did become completely winning, and I'm aware of that. The only reason I didn't win it is just because I was too low on time, so we ended up, Yeah, so I made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, hates that move. Sacking the bishop like that, very nice. Next, we blundered somewhere here. try. Just this. Wow. Hint. $96. Yeah, I wasn't convinced that this was really winning at any point. Yeah, I guess that also makes sense. Just try to pick up the pawn. Yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't play that upon reflection. The position happened again. Okay, let me see. Hint. Here? Just a fin like this. And then I blunder here, just in the time scramble. And the way I should have defended this. Oh, yes, and then there's just nothing we could do. Yeah, I just missed that because I had 13 seconds left. If I had more time, I would have saw that. But missing something with 13 seconds left is not that surprising, and it was still a draw in the end, so... A win would have been better. I mean, I would have preferred to be 5 out of 5 right now, but... Also, the other pairings would have been different. Also, that game, with how dubious we played in the opening, we got some great counterplay. Which I think goes to show how dangerous I can be as a player. Oh, yeah. No, but it doesn't work. You could blunder a draw here, though. Pretty sure you could. Check. And he thinks this is just a draw, but he's getting out somehow. Queen F5. Oh, I need to turn off the lines. Oh, he's just gonna repeat. No, he recognizes he can run. Josh Price, nice. He's recovering, he's recovering. So he must have lost his last game. No, he won. But I thought he was already 5 out of 5. Okay. Pre-move monster beating a 2200. Nice! And I beat this guy, so... Yeah, very, very simple. Nice game. He's so salty, though. I guarantee it. Let's match against him next. And just have him not move, too. Could you imagine? Having one of those every, like, 3 tournaments is bad enough, but just imagine getting 2 of those back-to-back. Okay, so we'll be moving into round 8 shortly. Even if you mess this up, no shot White could beat me with this little time. And yeah, they're not messing this up. 8 and 23. Oh my god. How did you mess it up like that? How did you mess it up that much? Okay, losing on time, whatever. But how did you manage to lose for rook and queen in that little time? That is ridiculous. We're actually going up against a weaker player this round. I wonder how that works. Interesting. Because we technically did win our... Maybe it doesn't count it as a win, like in their system, the same way, if the player doesn't show up. Okay, let's go here. we'll go here. Defend like this. I mean, you know, see what they want to do. Ooh, that's good. Okay, I think I actually want to go like this. So I have my piece back. This is a very strange way of playing, but I do want a knight here before I castle. I could go here. Definitely like this move, but I don't know if I love it, you know? Very safe, though. Okay, I want to develop this. Question is where to. I think I'm fine trading off the bishop like this if he wants. Okay, huh. This is definitely an interesting question they're posing to me. Just make a decision. We'll figure out where my rook is gonna go later. Okay. Thank you. And I think I probably... Huh, this is tricky. Okay, now that this point is a bit more sensitive, I think I'm just going to drop back here. I'm probably going to go here, here, and try to ruin the pawn structure. Okay, so if I can't go there immediately. Okay, he's attacking here, so let's just push up. I feel like we're kind of going in the wrong direction, but I think we're currently okay, but we're not better. We're not better, but this is probably a draw, currently. I played this pretty passively, too, which is part of the problem. Okay, let's go here, set up some shenanigans. Because I feel like if I do it this way, my intentions are a bit less obvious. They're still pretty obvious, but they're a little less obvious. Okay, so if I go here in this position, I think this is the best move. Because here, if you push, I can just take, or I don't even have to. I could just take this. So, but weakening his last move. Question is, how does he want to deal with it? Moving his bishop back, logical. But now I can take. And I'm winning this pawn. And it's worse than that, I'm winning this knight. But do I want it? Because here I have to... Okay, I do think we accept the complications. What was that move? I just take. I think he didn't realize that my queen could take, and I think he was just trying to dread on winning my queen. Without caring about the context at all. Okay, so if he wants to trade pieces with me, for the cost of the pawn, that to me is fine. Because I'm going to get a lot of activity. Okay, I think it was very foolish for him to take that. Or maybe not foolish, maybe the word I'm looking for is hasty. Okay, let's go here and just try to pick up all these pawns. Okay, let's just start pushing. Okay, so... I want to push? Okay. Okay, taking this. Okay, let's go here. Threatening this. Okay. Misplayed that one a little bit, but we get the dub. Don't forget the support button. 5.5. 5.5 going into round 9. Little handshake, that's cute. Okay. We finished that game a bit early. I've analyzed what I've wanted to analyze. I don't really care about analyzing that game. It was kind of lopsided after some point, so no real point. I misplayed the opening I know about where I misplayed, so. And I can tell you where he messed up. Is either he didn't realize that the check was a fort, or he did realize, but he miscalculated that he had moved his pawn, and he thought that he had the bishop check to win my queen. Which would be a discovered attack, but that was not the case. And I mean, winning a game up a piece in a situation where, like, pawn structure is not all that complicated is not really all that. I'm pretty sure even if I lost my next 2 games, we're still currently in a... We're positive in terms of rating, which is actually very good. Because we've beat somewhat strong players. And the players that we've lost to so far have generally been pretty strong too. Okay. I told this guy that if he wanted coaching, we could, like, work out some payments plan or something, because he was talking about wanting to get better. But I'm not giving tips out here for free unless, like, they're a friend. I'll give my friends chess tips for free, but, like, if I don't know you, bro, like, you shouldn't do anything that we're really good at for free. Like if somebody's like, teach me, it's like, if I'm teaching you and I'm not asking for anything in return, it's because I think I either see potential in you as, like, a chess player yourself, or, alternatively, this is also very possible, I just, like, want to hang out with that person and want to do it in a way where I can, like, contribute something valuable to them that they might not know otherwise, you know? And if you ever, this is just like an etiquette in general thing, if you say, I want to get good at blank, right, someone messages you saying, hey, if you want to get good at blank, I could provide you coaching if we, like, had some sort of payment plan. At that point, if you don't have any interest in actually paying somebody for that service, you don't need to leave a message, in my opinion. I mean, my mind's crazy. It's like looking at this. That's... Queen takes b5. Okay, my mind isn't crazy. I was thinking this. But we're still worse. But it's at least interesting. But oh my god, Josh Price is so slow. Maybe he's a very strong chess player, but he's only good at classical, which means he's very bad at everything else. Just to be honest. Okay, now queen here, don't even... No, we're still allowing the option of this, I think is the problem. I thought queen b8 and then we're just easily winning. Okay, but he's too much of a coward to do it. Fair enough. I mean, and some of our games have been pretty impressive, even if, like, our plans have not been backed up by the computer. If a plan is not backed up by the computer, but it causes such practical problems for our opponent that we end up winning anyway, then I still would argue that's a good move. Okay, he's starting... He's doing a good job blockading, but if this guy just plays fast, he'll win. If he plays fast and not too bad, he should be able to win pretty easily here. Yeah, because 50 seconds is just not tenable in a position down 2 pawns. Yeah, just push those bad boys. Yeah, because, like, what he's doing, it looks nice, but he's, like, what are you doing? I'm pretty sure that pawn's not going anywhere. But I don't know, maybe after b5 he has some sneaky possibilities. Actually, let's look at our profile real quick and see our rating for the day. I'm pretty sure we're just, like, up 30. Yeah, like, if we go past 7 days... Look at this sharp incline. Oh, can't even... Let's do past 30 days, so we can see it better. Yeah, I didn't play a lot of Rapid this week. I focused more on my Blitz. 99.5 percentile. Okay, so he sacked the exchange, which I think was a horrible practical choice. Okay, you need to go here. Now we have to defend passively. Which, I mean, if you can survive for 40... He's getting too low on time himself, though. Yeah, Josh Price is going to win this. This person clearly has no experience putting pressure on the clock. No experience. Nada. Okay. It needs to stop doing that. Yeah, we had some peaks, 1832, and we're actually past our last peak of 1832, which was a week ago, whenever we had some good games. But, like, we're just gonna have this hurdle, like, especially if we're just playing 66 Rapid games consecutively on the weekend, and we don't end up qualifying, then there's just gonna be these big drop-offs, because I'm not used to playing that much. And it's just difficult, you know? It's funny how this, like, is, like, a sharp incline. I must have been... And then, like, this one doesn't look like such a sharp incline at all. But 90 days, yeah, we haven't reached back to our peak of 1905. Yeah, with equal time... This is a draw, but it's hard to hold for black. What? Okay, here. 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 The fact that you got flagged here, which he's going to get flagged, by the way, shows me that he really needs to take some deep reflection of himself. Because in no world should Josh Price have won that game. In literally no world. This guy again. Well, we'll play a Dutch defense. We've played this guy, I think we've lost twice to him, but we gotta not think about that. Yeah. This isn't my main openings, but you either have to know that we're in a very sharp mood if we're gonna play a 2000 in something very mainline, or you have to play something where we're both gonna be a little bit uncomfortable with the position that follows. I'm gonna take there. Don't know what he was thinking about. Plan is to castle, if you can KO this bishop, get this bad boy to a good square. Don't know if I want to castle quite yet, but I kind of have to, because otherwise I'm allowing the queen to check me. Okay, so here is not a threat now, but if he takes here, I think we're fine. I don't think that we've lost yet. Yet. Okay, so we have two options. We could go like this. We could go like this. I feel like this option makes more sense, since he already traded off his dark square bishop. And if he goes here trying to pester, then we just go back. So I think he's playing this maybe a little bit too ambitiously. Just a little bit too ambitious. And if he takes there, then I feel like most of our problems have been solved. And we're actually having a double attack, so... I mean, he can defend against that double attack, but... Yeah, because we're attacking the queen, we're attacking this, and we're also attacking this. Which I guess all three... Well, no, you can't go there. How do you defend against all three? Actually, how do you defend against this one? This is the most important. Okay, I can take here, though. And I don't think you actually have any like, you get some development, but it's at the cost of 2 pawns. I could try to prevent castling for a turn, but then then you just attack here and maybe we're making the attack come faster? So let's just go here. Castling here is stopped anyway. Let's prepare to, like... I don't know. What are we doing with that last move? Okay, maybe I have some idea of going here, rook e1. Yeah, I like the idea of going here, here, here. That seems like a very aggressive playing style that I liked. We could even consider going here just to start with, but I'm not sure it's good because I'm pretty sure defending like this is, well, it's not sufficient because we have backup, because if we don't commit there, then... Okay. All the way in the corner? Okay. Let's just push up. Castling, I think, is a blunder here, because you... No, it's defended. Man, this position is so tricky. Okay. Let's go here, and maybe try something along these lines. We're up a pawn, but they have compensation, but we're catching up in our development. We're not quite there, but we're catching up. I mean, we could even entertain the idea of playing g4 itself, but I don't know if I really want to do something that risky. g4, I have to worry about him going here, so I don't think I want that. I want to go here. Attack this point. Attack this point. Okay, here... Let's get ready to go here. Because I want him to have to be like, I'm pinning myself now, and it's gonna be Black's turn. You know, I want him in that mindset if there's anything there. Because here now, here, if you defend like this, oh, let me think about this. Here, nope, here, here, Okay, so here. But if I move, I drop this pawn. This is very tricky. Okay, let's gambit the pawn back. If he wants it, he's gonna have to take an open line towards his king, which might be worth more than the pawn itself. If not, we might have ideas of pushing this. If he takes like this... Okay, here... I like this move. Go here. Again, taking the A pawn, sort of same problem. Not to mention you can't take into this position, but... Okay, now I take. Did I... Okay. Here. If here. Okay. Okay, so I could check. I could draw in the check first. Check first. And then I'm gonna go here. Okay, I go here. You have to take, because if you take here first, then I take for rook. And the fact that he's thinking about it is very promising. There's no queen takes, because we just simply take. I'd be very happy to win this game, because having you guaranteed 6.5 is very good. Okay, I'd be very interested to see how he tries to defend this. I think the best defense is sometimes a good offense. But if he goes there, my thinking was I was probably going to go like here or something. Or actually, you know, this move might be even better. Yeah, to this, I move here. He's going to go here, trying to provoke this. Not sure I'm going to give it that to him, but I'm not sure how I'm going to prevent that either.
Okay. So if I drop back to defend that, he just pushes the pawn. But pushing the pawn doesn't necessarily work, so... How do I want to... Here? Here takes... No, I don't think I want to do that. I could push. But no. Okay, I'm just gonna take. Might not be the most accurate way of playing this, but it cuts off the king. Okay, but now he's letting me get the best of both worlds. Because I'm gonna keep the pawn now. Okay. Do I want to defend this? Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then go here. Okay, that was a bad idea. Let's just push. Oh, that's dirty. And now I'm not even better, I'm worse. How do I defend this? I don't know. I just have to give up both rooks, sadly. Oh, man. If I would have noticed that tactic, I would have not lost the pawn, but what can you do? Oh. Okay. Yeah, probably should have won. That's the closest I've come to beating that guy. Oh, man, I'm frustrated, but it's okay. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Okay, but you know what? That means our next pairing hopefully will be a little bit easier, and we'll get an easy 6.5. Oh, take. Okay, completely winning now. A nice win, White. Jesus. The fact that he predicted that we were going to blunder a rook is just so disrespectful. would have been even more disrespectful if you assumed that he was going to lose his queen. Okay. I mean, there's still chances for 7.5 though, because this is just round 10, right? Yeah, this is round 10, so if we don't win this game, we should definitely win our next game, unless it pits us against a higher rated player for some reason. But I mean, if we lose, it probably won't. He's thinking, is he going for a King's Indian setup? No, not quite. He's trying to transition into like a Slav, maybe? This person is very slow. Okay, they're playing all sorts of nonsense, but yeah, we've transitioned into a Slav. A semi-Slav, excuse me. Okay, we'll go here. This bishop could be a problem piece, though. Definitely looking at e4, e5 in the future. Probably want to set up e4 with rook here. Or maybe just kicking out this... just to get clarity on whether or not he wants the bishop pair. I feel like in this line, we probably give up the bishop pair. But I don't know. I'm not like a theory junkie. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I hear somebody hollering for me. Huh? You want me to unlock the door? Why the back one? Why? It's just ridiculous that she goes places without her key. If I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Let's see here. I wasn't thinking hard about whether or not to take the pawn. I'm upset, but it's okay. It's no big deal. Okay, I'll take here. I'm a little upset because that definitely messed up my concentration, but what can we do? I mean, you can cry, but what good will that do ya? You could win a pawn in this position. Ugh. Going back would have... So tilted I'm looking at that, which is just stupid. Best option, I'm just gonna let him have the pawn. Okay, he doesn't want it. Yeah, this is a bit silly of him to allow, but... I mean, there's kind of ideas of this, not really in this position, but... in some future, there could be. Because now that he's traded down so much, I have the options of going here. Like, threatening this. He's not a very sharp player, because he didn't take here. That was just like, I had to leave in the middle of the game. You know, I made a mistake. Which on one hand you can say these things happen, but also it's like, would that have happened the same way if... Probably not. And it's upsetting. Okay, this would be a horrible move. Okay, so he should see this as being threatened. This guy's very sharp. Let me make sure they're not like a new account. No, he looks very legit. Very legit. He's beat another 1800, so. But was the other 1800 as sharp as me? That is the question. Hopefully I win this game, though, because I don't want to have to fight for a 6.5. I just want to get a guaranteed 6.5 and push for a 7. Okay, let's go here. Dang it. I think you can actually take this. And now we're just up a pawn. Yeah, you have to take that first. Oh, and I blundered this pawn too. Oh no. I actually did. Okay, so we went from up a pawn to down a pawn. This is going all sorts of wrong. Just in case there was some idea of this here, then winning the rook, I just wanna take care of that. I probably can beat a 1600 down a pawn, but I don't know. I don't know, my dude. We'll see. I sincerely hope I can. Okay. Yeah. I don't think he thought that one through. Just being honest. Okay, but with this, even though I'm up a piece, it's still tricky. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and he's gonna get back rank meta somehow. Okay, he goes for some security now. Okay, so what's his point if I take the pawn? Take pawn. I mean, if he forces the pieces like that. Wait. Check. Check. Check here. But here. What's our best chance at tricking this guy? Here is an idea, but... Okay, let's check him like this. If I go here, this is a mate threat. Okay, so this... Well, it's not quite trending mate. This is probably stronger. If it gets to that point. Yeah, I kind of figured that much. Okay, so can't go there really. So I only have one move that makes any sense. Yep, okay. He's just gonna take the draw. Ugh. Annoying, but it's half a point if he does. If he doesn't, then we still have some chances to lose, but probably okay if he doesn't. King is weak though, so I mean I would like to go here and then try to claim an advantage, but the more time he uses though, the more chance he's gonna cower into a draw. Ooh, this is a very... From a practical standpoint, I think this is not so smart to do. Whenever basically you had me on my knees begging for us just to repeat till the end of time. Okay, but I'm gonna push. Okay, I'm gonna go here. He decides to go there. Let's go here. Try to defend this way.
AKA baby nigga.
Okay. Check. Check. Okay, and this is just mate. GG, very lucky game. Well, we get 6.5. See, top player has 8.5. Jeez. Six and a half though. That was a tough game. Bishop reigns supreme. Sky. Huh? Sky. Alright, tell Mom that the last game's for the first tournament is about to start, okay?
Raylan,
Yes?
good luck.
Okay.
I think you could beat it.
Well, see, that's not how that works. Go then. Don't mess with my door. Yeah, they wanted to know whenever I was gonna be done with the first tournament. Oh, okay. What a match. Okay. Last time we played the bird. Or actually, no, it was a Dutch. Let's go here. Hopefully I'll beat him this time. Oh, we could take, but I don't think we should. Let's go this. Let's go here. Thinking like, do we want to try to trade this way? He's playing some sort of Catalan. The downside of this is he's no longer defending this pawn. So if I go here, okay, I think I should go here. Because now he pretty much has to, he's either going to take my bishop, or he's going to take my knight. Preference is that he takes my knight. Okay. Are we crazy enough to take en passant? En passant. No, en passant is the move of a madman. Not en passanting. This is technically a passed pawn, so there might be something to that, so it could be good. My hope is obviously to win this game. I know, shockers. But, this guy's very tough. Okay, this isn't quite a pawn sec, but it's close. It's close. Let's see here. Go here. I'll take the pawn. I'll go here, and then I'll castle. Okay, so he does it this way. Okay, and I have the option to... Oh, no. Damn it. Okay. Okay, maybe if I can get him to part with his bishop, I can create something. But this was a pretty big mistake. Okay, but I don't think that was as accurate. I think he probably should have parted with the... yeah. I'll go here. He's gonna go here. Be really annoying, isn't he? I'll go here. I mean, I have to go all out. I mean, we have some lead in development, I guess you can say, but we're also down a piece, so it's very tricky.
Oh, yeah, you do want to do
Okay, it's probably gonna go here. Oh, no, not there. Here. Oh, that's a bit merciful. Let's go here. At least this way it won't come with a check. Well, that's so much worse than coming with a check. He's gonna get 7. He's gonna get 7. I shouldn't have wished him good luck. Clearly he didn't need it. Oh no, maybe this is a little bit better. I have a passed pawn. But that pawn doesn't mean nothing. Melted me like butter. Yeah, I just gotta erase these pawns. It's not even close to being fast enough. He's beat me on time before, so I don't feel bad for playing this out, but it is, like, kind of sad. Ugh. That's too bad. Good stalemate me, though. He's not gonna take my pawns, though. I'm happy for my opponent. I'm not happy that I lost that, but I'm happy for my opponent. That was a good game. Good game. Well, I'll be streaming later.